Okay, this week we're going to break down another email and talk about the things that make it work and maybe some things that they could improve. We're going to look at a email for a supplement from a company called Living Well Daily, starting with the subject line, Fish Longevity Experiment Every American Senior Needs to See. Now, my first thought on that is fish longevity experiment. It's unique, it's interesting, it will probably get my attention in the inbox. The other thing that this headline does really well is it calls out their desired prospect, American seniors. So it's a pretty strong curiosity-based subject line. It's intriguing, and it's saying if I'm a senior, then this is for me. Coming on down into the email, we see Living Well Daily includes a picture of their expert, Dr. Scott Olson, on the top. The expert adds credibility. It just greases the chute so people just go, oh yeah, this is legit, I'm going to keep reading. And there's something about doctors and lawyers and these people in society that are supposed to be the experts that just kind of trigger something in your brain to give them a free pass, whether they deserve it or not. And you'll find that most health newsletters will have a picture of their doctor or whoever their spokesperson is on top, and supplement packages, any type of supplement sales page as well. The headline is exactly the same as the subject line. It just pays it off. It tells the reader that yes, I'm in the right space. Though when you do it this way, you are kind of missing out on an opportunity to use your headline to be even more persuasive and give them even more of a reason to read. That's maybe something that I would change about this. Starts out with Dear Living Well Daily Reader. It's very generic. They haven't put the name in, but at the very least, I know I'm in the right place if I've signed up for this newsletter. The next line reads, It should have been headline news across America. This is really good for a couple of different reasons. One, it's intriguing. There's this story that didn't get out that should have gotten out. Someone's trying to suppress information. Not only that, but now then you're going to be in the know if you keep reading. Very powerful, persuasive things that you can do in just one sentence. This market also believes that big pharma, the medical establishment, they don't want you to get well and they hide things so they can make money. It's super powerful just for just a single line. So then they're going to start talking about the experiment. Scientists perform an experiment on fish. If you're over the age of 50, you need to know about. Okay. Here we go. Scientist, it's credibility. I highlighted that. Any highlight you see is not actually from the email. I did that to highlight credibility elements, just so you know. So we start out with the credibility element. Scientists many times are still considered credible and kind of give you that free pass. They did the experiment, and now then here's this age 50 again. I need to know about it. First, look at these close-up photos. Wonderful example of demonstration. Anyone that has sold anything knows that if you can demonstrate the value of a product or what it does for the customer, you're far more likely to make a sale. So this picture is great. It's also interesting that you really can't tell what's going on, which leads me to the first link to the product here. This image by itself gives them a very powerful reason to click. The thing about it is they may not be sold enough yet to stay on the sales page. We could have used maybe some copy above to get them a little bit more excited. That way once they hit the page, they would be more apt to stay there. Either way, we're going to get into the experiment here. And this is more demonstration, and it's demonstration in a way that breaks down what is probably a very scientific article and experiment into simple sentences that anyone can understand. Also, what the author did here that is very effective was breaking down what a 5-week-old fish would be in human age, because I personally don't have any idea how long a fish lives. But the most important thing about that is you can see as we slide into the next paragraph, the 9-week-old fish is a 50-year-old person. They're taking the opportunity to explain the pictures and then show that the 9-week or 50-year-old person, fish, is much younger than the 9-week-old fish without the special compound. And this special compound by itself is our unique mechanism. We're not going to give that away in the email. We're just going to say that there is something that's causing this. And then we're going to show them the result that they want. It looks like their cells weren't impacted by the effects of aging. Who wouldn't want that? So think about that a moment. They live 59% longer. And guess what? This is a transition sentence, and it helps pull the reader into the next part. It's asking a question. They want to answer that question. They want to know what you have to say. So transitions are very important in our copy. And this next paragraph or sentence here bridges that gap between so what, it's fish, to this is happening in humans and it's happening now. And again, I've highlighted the credibility elements. It's research. It's questionable. It's not the strongest credibility element, but it tells me that scientists are doing research and that it's already happening. So this is already happening in humans right now, and it's very promising. I apologize for this break here, but basically it's saying one study is showing this compound was present in the bloodstream in just 1 hour. So that's one of the most important things in sales. It happens fast. No one wants to wait for results. And that's what you're telling me when you say it's in my bloodstream in just an hour. So we come down to the second link here. It's curiosity. Click here to find out what happens when real people take this compound. I'm going to click that to find out how this is working in humans and what it is and if it can work for me. Overall, strong email. Just those couple of things that I would change. I think keep in mind here the big lesson to take away is the power of a demonstration. This image is very visual and it strengthens the copy way more than just explaining the experiment would. And that's it for this week. If you would like help with your emails, you can always find me at funnelcopyexperts.com. Thanks.